Hello and welcome to a new series from me, Edie, from Run Last Click, called Confessions of an Asset Spammer. Because, if you're a regular listener to the podcast, and it doesn't matter if you are not, you'll know that I love installing things, particularly assets, particularly new remotes, as many of them as possible as a general rule. So we're going to do a short video series focusing on particularly that kind of deck, because it's in quite a happy place at the moment. I'm going to do one deck for each faction of the four corp factions. The runners cannot install assets, obviously, yet. I live in hope. We're going to score some agendas. That is the plan. It's not prison-y murder, not yet. Not yet. That may come later. So, but we're going to score out with each of these factions. So, get ready to hold control and spin that mouse wheel as we spam some assets. So, going to look at the first deck. It's HB. It's my favourite faction. This is a lovely deck I've built, based particularly on the release of a new special card that a lot of other people are very keen on, who is the lovely Miss Moon here with her amazing fringe. It's very severe. We'll get onto her later. So I'm going to talk through the deck quickly. We're going to play one game. Recording this after the fact, I get absolutely demolished, but it's a good game. Go through the deck now, and then in subsequent videos there'll be a few more games where hopefully I don't get horribly ruined. So first of all, the agenda suite, it's pretty standard for any HB deck. This is a fast advanced deck. This deck plans on scoring all of its agendas from hand, or occasionally never advanced, but typically they're going out on the same turn they're getting scored. So you've got your 3-2, your ABT, typically not being fired since 9 ice. It's not a lot of ice. We've got FCOM over, for example, NAPD or Sport Corporate Sales Team, simply because we're running shipment from Sansan, and we'll get onto those later. But this has marvelous synergy with those cards. Food, because not losing is good. Vitruvius, because, well, it's a 3-2 and you'll often over advance this since we're running Jeeves and Biotic. If you Biotic this out, you get an extra click. You advance it, you get a counter on it, use that to pull back the Biotic, and you do it again and again and again. It's great. Now onto the assets. It's 21. I'm almost feeling it's a bit light. I want to go up to sort of 23, 24, but we're sticking with it for now. Marvelous advanced assembly lines, enabling what's known as Shaper Bullshit in the Marvelous HB faction. It gives you value, it gives you utility, it allows you to clear your hand, because you can overdraw with the Stell, who we'll get onto in a second, and pull them back. Sort of to clear your hand after that. It does not work with Friends in high places. You cannot Friends it back and then use it to empty your hand. That's important because Friends ends your turn. Clone Suffrage movement. It recurs stuff, which is good, and because you see there's actually quite a lot of operations here for an asset spam deck. Normally just have 3 friends. Here we've got a bit more variety going on. I've only got 2 of them. A lot of people run 3. I just A, slots, and B, you don't want them early because a lot of the time you're scoring with your operations, so you're not actually needing them right at the beginning. The lovely Ms. Moon. So I'm going to go into her in detail on the podcast. We have done many. She's a very good card. In this in particular, this deck is designed to trigger as many times as possible in a single turn. So with team sponsorship, into second, advanced assembly lines, you can do some fun stuff with her. She's completely bonkers. Hopefully we'll get to show some shenanigans with her where you do things like spy cams, for example. Really does not enjoy this because they spy cams they run, they break all your ice, you pop a Stell and draw the card, and hopefully it's an agenda, and they are not rusing you. That's a good ruse. Indexing at ruins, you can do weird things within getting legwork. I'm not running DBS in this variant. I've seen a lot of people running DBS with her as well, but yes, she's a marvellous utility card. Jackson, yeah, you want 3 of these, particularly because you might get a bit flooded early on, and just being able to ditch a few agendas is nice. Jeeves, he's the spine of the deck. He's the bit that lets you do all the stupid stuff with your operations. He's the thing that lets you install lots of cards. You can install 3 and take a credit. You can purge and do a thing, which is really cool if you are getting clock locked. 3 of him because he will get destroyed. He will get, if they have slums, he will get slums every time. They'll yeah, he dies. Temples, I'd have 3 if I had the influence, but I don't. Team Spo, because you want 3 of them because you want to see them early, and they just maximize. The beautiful thing with this deck is, when you score, you typically don't lose tempo. You'll end up with more remotes and more money and more ice than when you started the turn, which is not normally happens when you score an agenda from hand, and this is a big part of that. And it's forced crash, which is good. it's nice, and also you can use it to pull back advanced assembly lines, install a thing from hand instead of just installing a thing from hand, which is just more money and more Estelle counters and more Turtlebacks credits. Because I've looked at the deck lists, all of the asset spam decks, the Turtlebacks is the only card, I think, and food, actually not food, that carries across everywhere. Turtlebacks and friends, those are the spot. You make money each time you install a card. When this was printed, it was like, oh, this is quite nice. Now there's this much stuff to... it's good. Alright, scoring. So, Biotic is your traditional, we're going to fire an agenda out of hand and going to score it. If you've got a Jeeves Res, you can score FCOM, and then that's really good. Friends is... because Friends is really good. There's only 2 of them, simply, again, first of all, slots, and not really wanting them early on, and hopefully get to recur them with Clone Suffrage. I found 2 is sort of a happy place. Early on, they can clog your hand a bit, because you don't really want to discard them, because they are super good. Alright, now onto the combo-y wombo-y bit. So, with Jeeves, one of the things you can do is play 3 operations in a single turn to gain a click, or 3 clicks of operations. So if you play Lateral Growth or Shipment from Mirrormorph, install an agenda and a new remote, gain some money, gain some Estelle counters, then play Shipment from Sansan, that's 3 operations, you gain a click with Jeeves, and you advance it, and you score it, and that's marvellous, because you've either installed a device and remotes and stuff, or you've made money doing it. It also means you can score from ridiculously low credit totals from hand. If you've got a single credit, you can Shipment from Mirrormorph out, and then Shipment from Sansan, and you've probably made money doing it, and you're a happy bunny. Make Siphon dropping to 1, like siphoning you to 0 can actually be quite significant if you don't have a temple or some other way of getting economy really, really quickly. But yeah, Ice. This is where I'm still not 100% sold on this. I've put Eli back in because Eli is good, and it's now off the NWL. It's not hard in the run, which I'm slightly missing. Enigma, because it is hard in the run. Fairchild, because it's marvellous and a good value, and one big scary thing to put on your primary pressure zone is useful. Turing is to protect your Jeeves, typically. Alternatively, a Turtlebacks or a Temple if they're going really, really hard on your assets and spread your ice out. Architect is just so good in this. People will concede if they face check an Architect. It's a thing that happens. People just go, oh no, that's 2 more Estelle counters, and you know what's coming, and oh god. And single sneaky stack, because you gotta have one. Gotta have one. Right, well, thanks for listening to me babble on about this deck. We'll have a quick cut, and then we'll get on into our first game. Right, and we've got a game, and joined by Catherine, who you may know from Run Last Click. And well, yes, gotta be clear. This is not a live stream. Not that confident yet. So this is Kathy from Run Last Click. Also done some comms with the lovely. I'm not sure if it's with Nero in Grid, but for the UK Stimhack League. Right, so let's crack on. And oh god, she knows what I'm about. She's brought Wiz. Right, now the question is this good enough to overload? Boo, no Geist. I think I'm going to keep that. I think with this, I can get 3 assets out, and we're probably going to lose that ABT, but yeah, Kathy knows. I should not have possibly pre-warned her. Oh, okay, that changes things a little bit, but probably not. Installing your remotes. Installing your remotes. And let's install a new remote. There we go. Let's get this show on the road. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, so this is Cipher Wiz. That's exciting. Oh, I should have put out the ABT. Okay. Do we want to use? Yeah, we're gonna raise Jeeves because Jeeves is super good. Turn. Now I'm going to install a new remote. No, I'm not. What's one click? Going to install a new remote. Res. Install a new remote. Install a new remote. And do we immediately pop Estelle for some draw? Now let's pop a Stell. Go and let's ice. Indeed, there we are in turn. Slums has come out, right? Yep, there's no encryption protocols in this deck. Oh. Alright, let's advance. No. Obviously, for anyone looking to play this deck, I'll put a link in the show notes, but no, never. Like, you never fire this ABT, not in a million years. I know we've only seen one piece of ice. There's only more in the deck, like, it's not that likely. At this point, I'm just going to click for a credit, because with 2 Biotic in hand, I'm relatively happy with that, and that Jeeves is going to die. Like, undoubtedly, that Jeeves is dead, so... Oh, or is Jackson getting deaded? At this point, I will allow Jackson to die and get removed from the game, because it means Jeeves will live for another turn, and we might be able to ice him. I'm well aware I've got the money to score the Biotic from hand, but having a Jeeves remote against Wizard is not the worst thing. Right, having a second Jeeves is not fantastic though. Right, do we just score out that ABT? Can I res that? Yes. I'll get an extra click as well, be nice. Biotic Labour. Advance. Score. No, never fire it, and getting the credit. There we go. Oh no. Oh dear. That's not helpful. And that was always going to happen as well with the double slums. Now, this deck used to be 54 cards and had a Hellion beta test, and yeah, Hellion beta testing both slums here would be absolutely devastating, but I don't run that card anymore, and I'm now sad about that. Alright, I'm going to draw. Oh dear, why did I do that? Let's install a new remote, and see how we go. We desperately need some ice here. An Architect would be pretty special. Yeah. Oh, you've got 0 credits. Oh, you're going to trash it. I think that's probably a waste of a credit, but just in case they don't trash the Jeeves, because clicking for 3 and then installing a thing would be really nice, because it gains you 4 credits. No, they're going to go and kill the Jeeves as well. All of their money. All of her money. Oh, so unlucky. Right. There. Right. Draw. And then install a new remote. There. And turn. Then that goes on HQ. Go. And that's the thing safely in the bin. That's important as well. We've now got Stell and Advanced Assembly Lines built, which double slums. It's good to have things to use friends on, because otherwise they're just dead draws. Yeah, we have to res here with 2 agendas in hand. I mean, it's all of our money, but they're going to click through it. Yeah, there she goes. Has to be done. Yeah, we've got loads of biotics in hand. That's definitely what's happened. It's exactly what's happened. Let's draw. I think, is 3 remotes enough? Not really, no. Let's draw again. That's better, but now we have to install something. Right. Let's just drop down that for some money. Yeah. In the bin that goes, which is sad. Yeah, apparently I can't type. Right, that is more like it. So if we install a new remote, res, install a new remote there, and then friends back, that into a new remote, and that into a new remote. That is going to help. That's going to be 6 credits and 3 cards when we decide to let that go. And then getting back the friends or the biotic is going to be incredibly valuable as well. Probably the biotic in this case, because I don't think we're doing anything but scoring from hand with biotic. I think the Jeeves plan has probably gone out the window at this point. Unless I can jam something behind the Enigma or the double Eli. Yep, still goes. Oh wow, we might actually get. Uh-oh, I've been rumor milled. Okay, well that's annoying. So, let's do that. And I think the biotic has to come back because there's nothing going in the bin at the moment there. So we draw. Okay. So double bioticing out the FCOM is probably the best plan at some point, or bioticing out something to break that. Let's get rid of that. I did click it at the wrong time. I might have to just click for 3 here and then go next turn, because then we can fire Estelle on its one more turn. Oh no, with the advanced assembly lines we'll be fine next turn. And then we can pop Estelle for Mad Bucks. Ooh, that makes things a lot harder, but I think has to be done just to slow it down a little bit. Yep, and something's probably going to get trashed. Oh, my beloved turtlebacks. Oh wow, I'm being allowed to clone. So because there's literally a friend. Let's just pull it back just for shenanigans. There. Oh, that is helpful. Now, I want to clear some of these out of HQ, but not all of them. Let's have a. Can't quite biotic out. Have a think. Install Jackson and then. Yeah, sad times. There's nothing to actually pull back. Right, we want to use this Jackson. I think getting rid of the FCOM. Well, they're pretty safe on HQ at the moment. And keeping the biotics is important. Right, let's install new remote. Oh fuck, he doesn't work. Oops. Oh, nothing works with rumor mill. I'm bad at this game. Right, let's try that again. Let's credit, and then discard the Jackson because he's not useful right now. And oh, it pains me to do this. Oh, and do I want the Jackson or the friends? So I think, or do we just leave the food there? Ooh. Actually, this Storm Jackson and your remote. This guy in the friends just say bollocks to it. We need to score from hand, and I don't think we're going to get Jackson off before they get a chance to do that. Oh, click, click, click. Oh, uh-oh. That is bad. That is extremely bad. That is the agenda we needed. Right. Oh, and we discarded friends. Why did I discard friends? This was a mistake. Does Kathy remember to... Ooh. Does get 2 points. Do I get... yes, at one operation. 100% adding that back. There we go. So we draw. Okay, that helps, but not a lot. Let's draw. I really want it to trigger, but it's going to be a pain. Right, let's pop that on R&D and gain a credit. There we go. At least the first medium will get purged away. The first token will not stick. All the data suckers will go, which would be quite nice. That is not long for this world, though. I should have bought the ice back, shouldn't I? I'm being very silly. Right. Yeah, that dies. And unfortunately, so does that Jackson. It's going to cost some real credits, though. Okay. Draw once. Okay, that's lovely, but not what we needed. Any credits. Play friends in high places. Pop that on HQ. That's remotes, and unfortunately, I think that one has to go as well. I genuinely don't think there's going to be enough. Well, with Estelle, let's go that way around. Bit of econ. Oh dear. Oh, actually, we can. Oh. Is there only one virus in there? There is only one virus. Oh my god, it went in the bin and we kept the friends. Right, that was valuable. Oh, I can't write. Right, can we top decker? No, we cannot top decker 3-2. Right. I think that has to go on R&D and we click 3 times. Alternatively, actually, AAL has been left, so let's draw. Alright. Pop that. Pop that one on R&D. Play friends to get that back on R&D and that back in a new remote. Yeah. Obviously, if we draw Jeeves and have enough money, food is scoreable from hand without having an AL on the... No, that's not staying there, is it? Boo. think we just need to wait for a 3-2 at this point. I don't really want to draw. Let's install it. HQ, credit. Oh dear. That plan has now gone out the window. And that's just... Oh. I mean, they're both going to go, but it's going to cost some money. So let's see if either of those stick. I'm going to have to res and purge the... Yeah, that does not stick, does it? Is there anything in the bin for team sponsorship as well? No. Well, that's really, really annoying. I think at this point a purge is probably sensible, despite the fact that it's on the table. Saving 3 credits and keeping it there is actually quite useful, particularly when the medium comes out. So I'm going to purge and dump a shipment. Purging with Jeeves is really nice because you gain a credit. Unfortunately, Wizard with 2 slums does not let you have Jeeves. Uh-oh. That purge was for nothing. Okay, here we go. Alright, do we go for the value option? I think at this point money is good, so yes. Install a new remote. Advance. Shipment, 2 of them onto there. Score. There we go. Right, losing these 2 food would lose the game. I think resing this is better. It's some clicks either way. So, and 3 credits means we can score 1 turn earlier. It does unfortunately turn off the architect, but oh, okay. I'm also quite glad I didn't lose the 6 credit piece of ice to that as well. This could well be game. I think 3 runs here is the correct thing to do at this point. Build date sucker tokens on a server that doesn't have... Well, I know where the agendas are, but that's... Oh, alright, yeah, Eli's gonna die. Oh no, actually, DRS, it's 3 credits. Alright, where am I? 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, oh. Now, do I purge just to stop this from dying? Is it worth 3 credits? Yeah, it really is. There. It's all of our credits, but this is going to be a lot of clicking for credits to score from hand, and I think we're probably going to lose to having the food nabbed out of there before then. Not this. Okay, I think that has to go and click for 3 because otherwise we immediately lose. So that goes there. Install HQ. Credit. yeah, like there are 14 cards RFG'd at the moment. There are 21 assets in this deck, I believe. So there's one there and 6 left in here. Oh, I'm a credit to Paul. This is the saddest day, right? Oh no, that's the final Jackson, I believe, because, well, it's all up there. Oh god, yeah, it has to be done. There is a paperclip in the bin. No. Alright. 1, 2, 3. That's still not enough to res him. Unfortunately, that's going to be a problem. Alright, well, this will end poorly. I think we're about to, yeah. Pretty apt it. Yep, goodbye, sweet Eli. We loved you, we knew you, but not for very long. Oh yeah, and you can just make ice go away with Ziffer, because, yeah, that's why it's a lot of influence now. It's good. Yeah. Right. Do we draw here? I think clicking for 3 is probably the best, because we're about to res that architect for 4, and then probably reinstall some ice on R&D and the cyber deck, or just reinstall the cyber decks. Oh, or reinstall that Eli, because boom, there we go. Yeah. It's worth pointing out, absolutely no icebreakers used here. The fact this deck runs very light on ice. Oh wow, I should be paying more attention to what came off of those. Oh god, yeah. Of course, because there's no Temmie J's in here, are there? None at all. Which is yeah, that's hard work with those with Ziffer and the double slumps. That's yeah, serious business. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and we'll probably do another game as well. So against possibly something that isn't Wizard with 2 slums, just to see Estelle in her element. But this shows what happens when tech and also very good play is employed. So yeah, well, thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Goodbye.